You recognize this? You feel the same way? Hi! This is gonna be my new studio. I hope that you enjoy it because I'm gonna explain step by step all the process to isolate acoustically, just for me to work better here in this space. Not only for me, but also for the neighbors. They are not gonna hear anything. I can work how loud I want. Everyone's gonna live happier. I'll show you how I'm dealing with the noisy neighbors and what options do I have. Soundproofing is one of them, but is it enough? There's a house above mine that was empty for 2 years. But little did I know that my upstairs neighbor would turn my life into an acoustic nightmare. 3 kids running, chairs scraping, objects dropping. It's just a chaos, okay? And it was ruining my records, the videos for YouTube channel. That's why I've been so long to post this video. I'm doing music as well. It has been a struggle for me those days. I tried everything. Talking to the neighbor, I was just ignored. Talking to the landlord, not my problem. Let's just say that escalated into a whole other situation. So if you're struggling as well with noisy neighbors interfering with your music, don't worry, I think I've got some solutions. Let's just break it down. Before we fix the problem, we need to understand it. Noise comes in 2 forms: airborne noise, like voices, TV, music, baby crying, and the impact noises, like footsteps, furniture dragging, vibrations traveling through walls, floors and ceilings, and this is all breaks, ceiling and the walls, it's all breaks. The sound just flies everywhere. If your home studio is picking up unwanted noises, you need to block and absorb it. And here's how. If your biggest problem is noise from above, like mine, you need to start with the ceiling. And the best solution is floating acoustic ceiling. This means you need to build a second ceiling that doesn't touch the original one. And with that you use resilient channels or isolation clips to separate the new ceiling from the existing structure. High density Rockwool, 70 kilos or more, just to absorb airborne noise, like in the medium frequencies and the high frequencies. Mass loaded vinyl, MLV, plus acoustic drywall. Plasterboard. All this is plasterboard. MLV just block low frequencies and impact noises, supposedly. I'm gonna test that now. And the downside, it takes a little bit of 10-12 centimeters of ceiling, but trust me, it's worth it. If you hear voices, TV or general noise from the next door, your walls need treatment. And the best wall soundproof setup is metal framing with sound isolation clips to decouple the wall from the original wall, Rockwool inside the framing to absorb sound, double drywall layers plus MLV to block mid and low frequencies, acoustic ceiling on all gaps because even a tiny hole lets sound through. The alternatives: if you can't build a second wall, at least cover the existing one with dense acoustic panels or bookshelves filled with books. Yes, books help. I just hope this is enough. Just isolating this ceiling in this room, it's not enough because the sound is coming from the walls as well. So I just had to do it to the walls as well. So I'm going to build a fourth here. It's going to be really dense and I hope nobody listens me and I listen to nobody because I'm just sick of this war. I'll share my expenses just for this room. This room is almost done. And after this isolation, I have to do other isolation for the acoustic treatment so I can produce music in this studio. On the next video, I will show you the results and how it's handling. And I hope for the best. A lot of echo. Don't forget to isolate the door and the windows. You have the option to talk with the landlord of the house above and try to put floating floor. But if it's just impossible, you have to isolate everything. The ceiling, the walls. This is not a high expensive one, I think. And I just had the money. I just had to invest because I don't want to move. So let's see how it's going to work out. But the best option is always to change the floor of your neighbor. Usually the floor can be changed with a rubber or a cork just to absorb the impact, and then the floating floor. Usually this just blocks and separates the floor to the structure of the house. That's why it has a big impact on the results. They can use some thick rugs and carpets. They aren't fully soundproof, but they can help a lot. You can always add an acoustic panel to the door. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't wanna turn this room into a studio. I wanna feel that it's a house. I just think I'm gonna try an acoustic panel that I can just remove whenever I want. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna try some other things. I'm just using this option because I had no control for the situation. If you can't talk with the landlord, there are some other options that I'm gonna talk in the second video. So I hope you enjoyed. This is just a quick one, because I just want to show you the process and the reason why I've been out for a little while. Bear with me, because I'm gonna let you know about all this process and the results as well. If you are in the same situation, I hope you the best. Reach me out, leave in the comments, and